Welcome to Reggiez Corner Variety Gaming. Welcome back to our blind let's play of the RPG Towards the Pantheon. In this part we are picking up exactly where we left off in part 2, which was outside this little tent and next to this cave, which I think was the Marion Mines. Yes, there we go. So we will basically pick up where we left off and continue exploring the area outside Garrius Village. So if you want to see how that goes, stick around. So something I mentioned in the previous video was that I will at times grind a little bit and then cut that part away because it's not super fun to watch. I've done that to start this video off with a little bit more power. I've gained about 10 levels, and that means that Freyja now has 8 more HP, 6 more SP, and we got some card drops, and we also have accuracy, SP, regen, and attack +1. So she is a little bit better than how she ended off in part 2. I've also peeked a little bit inside the Marion Mines. That area is still a bit on the tough side, so in this video we will try to reach the village that we were supposed to get to in the main story arc. And as you can see, this is the standard ferret warrior that we ran into in the previous video, and he is not just a pushover, so that should make our progress a little bit more rapid. And one of the positive things is also that we have a fairly decent SP regen between rounds, so we can dish it out a little bit more than we could before. Other than that though, nothing much has changed. We are still exactly where we left off in the story, so let's crack on. This is the little thing that looks like a cave, but we can't gain access to it just yet. Oh, one thing that I remember just now, I think that we might have gotten some yellow berries in the last video. And these give a permanent +1 stat boost, so I should use them on Freyja, and I will probably always use them on Freyja because she's the main character and I want her to be as powerful as possible. And because I've already boosted a little bit, I don't have to pick every fight that I come across, which is also nice. And seeing as we have a fairly decent SP regen, I can use the axe a little bit more often, which makes the fights go even smoother. And of course I jinxed myself with a miss, but you know, game logics. Also, a thing that I thought about just now, I should do that before talking to that guy, is that because of the little grinding session we now have 465 gold, so we have a little bit. Hello. Thomas, Freyja, it is great to see you. I am heading north to work on trade deals with the people of Garrius, and we are also supposed to be working our way north to Garrius. I'm hoping to sneak past the Sornlight soldiers since they gave me trouble once before, so I'm waiting here for them to move out. I may try to head further north to Cathala, but I've heard that a particular aggressive Trigol is blocking the path. that's the case, count me out. Huh. Was there anything else up here, or was he just hanging around in this little... Yeah, he was probably just hanging around. About a quarter of the way to the next level. One thing that we could shake is the cards. I've gotten a couple of ones that we didn't have in the last part, and the first one is the Meowsker. Upon making a fortune after the discovery of catnip, Meowsker ventured west in search of new business ideas. We also got the Syndicate, but we had that one already. But the Ode to the Calm is a new one. Otto wrote historical scripture about the laws of circuitry. These laws were used to create CPU and GPU chipsets. So that should be that. We are now all up to speed. And that's the tasty chest that I wanted a piece of in the last video, but I couldn't find any good way to get at it. But all of the collectibles that we see on our journeys that we can't get to right now, I will try my damnedest to get back to later so we can get the good stuff, so to speak. North. Taiyu Caves northeast Garrius Village. So we are now trying to get northeasterly. And here we have a tent that we visited briefly in the last part. So now we are back to full health and full power and full everything, which is super nice. So this area threw in a couple of hard enemies the last time around. So let's see if we can stack up to this vine, for instance. Ooh, it still packs quite a punch. However, we can now take it down. So that is a definite improvement. And we got a tuna roll. And it has now been added to our inventory. How nice. Well, that was not at all as frightening as the last Battle of the Vine, so maybe they're not always super vicious. And we're halfway to the next level. I'd probably do a quick regen so that we can push on with full health and power. So this is kind of a new area. We didn't really have the chance to check this out in the last video because the enemies were, to be honest, killing us. So this is all new, and we have a treasure chest. Lord Purrington, that sounds like a kitty. Betrayed and murdered during the War of Eternities by Scratcher, who then stole his family's precious jewel. It's not very nice. Not very nice at all. What do we have here? The Lindetta mines were used by the villagers of Garrius to retrieve precious stone and mineral resources. It has been ordered by Word of the Soren Light that use of the mines be ceased due to safety concerns. Yes, this is definitely another dungeon. We will get back to that for sure. But for now, let's try and make our way to Garrius Village and progress the main story a little bit. What do we have here? It's definitely blocking our path, but I can see another chest. You picked up the Anaka the Hacker card. Anything else down here? No. So what is that then? Founder of Akio's stronghold database systems, Anaka was well known for his tendency to never leave his basement. So he was a nerd living in a basement. He still got a card though, so it can't have been all bad. Little birdie. Hello there. I didn't wanna. I can spot a couple of berries. Blueberries and green berries. I'll try to hang on to items for as long as possible because you never know when you run into a pesky boss. These guys we can usually handle anyway. Like so. Another forest clearing, a large one even. That's a Sornlight guy. What's this though? You found a dead memory. Choose a character from your party and upgrade one of their stat values. Ooh, we only have one, so you know. Nice! So that was kind of like a free upgrade, because we saw something glinting in the woods. Hello? Sornlight Soldiers. Was I speaking to you? I don't think so. Get out of here. Well, they always have one thing in common. They're super rude. Get out of here. And for some reason they have an enemy in the middle of their camp. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Huh? What are you looking at? Move along. You'd get going if you knew what was good for you. Oh, this guy as well. The roaming guy. I'll report you to the higher-ups if you don't mind your own business. Yeah, so they're always super rude. That's the only thing you can kind of count on. Yeah, I thought you could push through there. And we have the Nordombrius card. Do we have that? No, we don't. Well, we have now. Known for attempting to assassinate Toric Catharos, which soon after instigated what would become the War of Eternities. Cool. We actually have a combo. We should try that out at some time because we have a few of the cards. Oh, we don't have the Tail Strike cards, do we? No. So we're still one card short of being able to pull that one off. We'll do one more fight. Yeah. Especially since it was only a little Ferd Scout and he is gone. What exactly are those guys defending? The beach? Well, you know, the beach is nice, but... That's not... Could have been a lot worse. The vine is gone. This should be fairly one-sided from now on out. Alright. Well, we are getting somewhat close to a level up, which is always nice. Just a little reminder, when you level up, everything goes back up to max, so it's kind of like if you slept in a tent. What do we have here? North, Garrius Village. South, Keltoy Village. And Keltoy was the village that Freyja lives in. I think we've arrived. That looks very much like a cow. Hello. Finian, good afternoon, young lady. I am on guard duty today in case of any suspicious activity. Thankfully, I'm not out east at Gustav's lookout point. There's a tri-goal over there, and I don't want anything to do with that. I hope Gustav is okay, though. I have a nasty feeling that that tri-goal might be our first boss of the game. Heads up for that. So you can sneak out inside these towers. We could not. Hello. Pirita. Oh, hello, lady. I learned something new today. Mommy and Daddy were having an argument, and it made me upset. Mommy came over to me and explained that even the happiest marriages have arguments. She told me that when her and Daddy solve the problem, they love each other even more. She said that the most important things in life take patience and hard work. I realized the same is true with growing my flowers. Gardening is hard work and plants grow slowly. But I really enjoy these beautiful flowers. It's really worth it. Well, what a smart kid. Can we steal her flowers? No. Let's not be that hero. Let's not be that hero. Bedelia, I hope we harvest this wheat soon since we are running out of bread. The Stormlight have been demanding more food from us. At first it was understandably since they are keeping the peace. But it's becoming more difficult for us to feed ourselves, and I'm worried about what might happen to our village soon if this continues. Yeah, it always starts like that. So I was not trying to talk to you again? That's it, Mannix. I want to play in the forest, but Mom said we have to stay in the village. Apparently, there's some big scary monster that is causing trouble. I wish it would go away. Well, let's see what we can do about that, eh? Miles, I love gardening and being out in the nature. The air smells so good. I've had 3 whole cups of coffee and I'm just brimming with excitement. Usually I get really tired while gardening, but all this coffee seems to have given me a lot of stamina. Even though I get my stamina back if I don't work too much, I'd rather get a lot done now and rest well later. Say lady, my mom will get mad if she knows I had 3 cups of coffee and have another one right here. How about you take it for me? That way I won't get in trouble. A coffee has been added. Haha. Well, thank you, kid. I'm not sure if 3 coffee is the way to go for you. Friendly advice. You picked up the Heimdallr card, which I'm almost certain that we already have. Yeah, we have that one already. So I'm wondering if these cards are like expendables that you use when you pull off a combo and then they're gone. So you can't do the combo again until you find a new card. That door was locked. This one wasn't. These were. It is clear that the owner of this bookshelf loves fiction. This bookshelf contains the 6th part saga Into the Hive written by Eternatus. They detail his experience becoming disillusioned with the Terror Force after coming to the conclusion that the presence in the world was parasitic rather than benevolent. This was the basis for the conflict that led to the War of Eternatus. Before that point, it appears as if nobody had questioned the influence of the Terror Force. Can we snatch a book? Various fiction books are on the table. One of them is titled Those Who Dwell in Shadows. Okay, that's it. Yeah. And let's sneak out before anyone notices that we've been there looking over their stuff. We didn't steal anything though. That's something. Anaka, this is my favorite spot to relax. I like to sit underneath this tree looking out over the water. It makes me wonder what life will be like when I'm older. Right now everyone seems scared about the future. My dad told me to be I forget the word, but I hope he's right and I will get to come back to this spot with my own daughter. Wow, there's a lot of like super wise kids in this game. Breath of fresh air for sure. What's this then? Drawers are full of kids' toys. The drawers are locked. Filled with books. Yeah, I see the glinting in the corner. We'll get to there. There are books about the history of the Famalamas and speedsters on the shelf. One book states that the original founder of Speedsters Incorporated was in fact unable to walk due to a wartime disability. This speedster had dreamed of creating a service to aid others in travel after he spent long periods of time marching while at war. I never even thought of letting my disability hinder my success, the founder commented. Cool. So, yeah. So that was the one we just went through. Oh wow. There are books about the history of the Famalama merchants on the floor. One page reads, entering the fields of commerce and trade has become a tradition for the Famalamas. While Famalamas sometimes enter other career fields, their competitive yet friendly nature makes them perfect candidates for entrepreneurial endeavors. Cool. Yeah. I was just about to say that we met the Famalamas in previous videos, and they're basically the fast travel system of the game. And we have another dead memory. And that gives us 1 point. We now have 26, and we are getting close to a level up as well. Let's check out the fireplace. Nothing. And the reason I'm doing that is because there are sometimes hidden areas, and we want all of those. That's a speedster. Garrius Speedster. Right ahead, bro. Keltoy is led by the village chief Wutan and is the hometown of Freyja. It is known for its cherished traditions and is situated south of Garrius and Edelweiss Park. Garrius, located northeast of Keltoy and south of Cathala. Garrius is a small village noted for its strong economy. And those are the two that we can pick from right now. So, yeah, red berries. So now we can travel between the two starting villages, which is super nice. I just have a feeling that you can dig your way into these at some point. We're not there yet though. Hitchin! Don't mind me, I'm just keeping an eye on that little hole over there. Well, you and me both, man. None of us know what's in there. When my son Miles was a toddler, he was small enough to get inside and gave it a try. Luckily I was able to grab him before he went too far. Kids can be a hassle, but nothing has been more rewarding than becoming a father. Should have put a string on him and let him go inside, and he could have dragged him out. Nah, maybe not the best parenting tip, but you know. So I think that was the first half of the village done and dusted, so let's head across this bridge and check out the rest of it. Oh, here's a Famalama store. Garrius Famalama store. Oh, you doing there? Ooh. So we have green tea, coffee, blueberries, and pack of cards. And seeing as we now have some gold, let's get a pack of cards. You open the pack of cards. The Cathala, Nipson, Tillstrike, and Tillstrike card were inside. So yeah, we should now have enough to do one combo. Exciting. Is there a way to see how many you have of an item before you buy them? I'm not so sure. Hello! Well, we have some of everything else. So that'll do us for now. Can we steal this one? We couldn't in previous places, and we couldn't do it here as well. Evert. Walter is my... Oh, water is my favorite thing to drink. It tastes so good. I'd like to go east and drink some of that snow water, but Daddy said a tri-goal is blocking the way. So further east then. I've never seen one of those, but even he looked scared when he mentioned it. I guess I'll stay here for now. And you are? Sorsha. Maybe a tough time around here these days, but I always try to think of a reason to smile. I've heard that smiling even for a short period can make you feel happier, so it's worth the effort. Everyone is so busy arguing about trade deals and territories and all that, but I wish everyone would focus on themselves for a change. How do you think you can run a village or a tribe if you can't even run your own life? That's what I'm focused on. I find myself in much higher spirits improving my own life instead of constantly worrying. Another wise tidbit. The lonely chicken. And nothing else. This looks like corn. But I'm guessing it was wheat? Yeah, I'm not a farmer. Let's be honest. Nuala. When you think about it, a caterpillar turning into a cocoon and becoming a butterfly is a good metaphor for self-development. Alright, I can see that. Hello, Mr. Cow. You guarding this here tower? Well, you're doing a fairly good job. Hello. Tilda, I'm making dinner for myself and my brother since Mom and Dad are having dinner with Pirita's family tonight. It's just about time to chop up the onions for the stew. I love cooking! Mom is much better than me at it though. I know that if I keep working at it, I will become a great homemaker one day though. That's my dream. Keep on keeping on while I read this book. Most of the books on the shelf are full of simple recipes. There are a few fiction books and one book about the history of the ferrets. It states that after the War of Eternities, the ferrets who once resided in the outskirts of Scrap Forest had to move southeast after everything burned down. Wow, that's harsh. As such, they roam around the outskirts of Kelto and Garrius, but are rarely considered a nuisance. They're friendly people. Yeah. That's probably the way out of the village. Hello? Gustav! A tri-goal is blocking the way northeast to Cathala. Be careful! Yoink. Tillstrike card. Delicious. If a card can be delicious, that is. Flannery. I tried talking to the crops and singing to the crops. Do you think if I yell they might grow faster? Grow, crops! I'm tired of your lollygagging! No comments. And it's locked. What a buzzkill. Let's try to visit some other houses. Denied. Well, people are sensible. They actually lock the doors of their homes when they're not there. How utterly rude. Current objective, head northeast past Garrius. Okay, so we have to leave the village. And now we are, I think. West Garrius, north Shanton Mines and Cathala. And this might actually be a fairly good spot to end off the part. I sense the first boss of the game incoming, so we might start the next part with a bang. So, that was the end of part 3 of this blind let's play of Towards the Pantheon, and in this part we travel all the way to Garrius Village and we search through the village. And as I just said, I sense a boss fight coming up, so excitement, excitement. I hope that you fine viewers out there has had as good of a time as I had, and that I will see you again in future videos. Until then, have the greatest of times, and I will see you when I see you. Bye for now. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it and want to support the channel, please feel free to hit the like or subscribe buttons. Thank you.